Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be talking about the best guns that you can run in rank. So the guns will depend on your style and on who you are playing with. Usually your best guns are the ones that you're more comfortable with, so take that into account. And if you're playing with friends, and the type of team that you are will depend as well. So for example, if you're playing with people who are pushy, you don't want to have a sniper and an assault rifle. You will rather have something for short distances because you will have a team that is gonna push everything. And on the other hand, if you have a team that it's all snipers, you can't just run with double SMGs. So always think about what the team composition is and how the rest of the team is playing. But today's video is gonna be a recommendation for people who don't know which guns are the best to run, what combinations, and especially for those who play rank solo like I do most of the times. If you're playing solo, there is a big difference because many times you don't have any comms with your teammates. Teammates don't usually let you know what guns they have. Many of them don't even use their mic or anything, so it will depend on you. So the best guns that I can recommend for you to have is one gun that is long medium distance and another gun that is for short distance and finishing people up from close. That would be my recommendation. So we're gonna see which guns you should go for long and medium distance and which guns you should go for short distance and finish people up. So the first part, we have the long medium distance guns. The most important part of these guns is that they have to be at least decent in close quarters. So for example, running a sentinel is not the best idea because if you run out of bullets of your secondary gun, you can't just change your gun to a sentinel and try to finish someone up. That's gonna be really hard, so always take that into account. The first gun that I recommend for long medium distance is a triple take. There is a reason that this is going into care package in season 9. This gun is a beast. It's so easy to use. It's amazing. Without attachments, it's not bad. And as a secondary in close quarter fights, it's almost a shotgun, so it's really easy to finish people off. The second gun that I recommend is the G7. This gun is insane to shoot from distance. It destroys people, destroys shields, and it's just easy to push after you do that. It's really easy to use, it's fast. It uses light ammo, that is always great because you're gonna find a lot of ammo for it, and the hip fire is really decent, and if you practice a lot with it, you can finish people off with it, so it's really good for that. The third, and this is only for season 8 of course, is the Spitfire. What is there left to say about the Spitfire this season? It's just ridiculous. It makes no sense. It's the most OP gun at the moment, so if you slap a bruiser on it, just shoot for an hour, melt everyone from distance, and you're pretty much good to go. Also, the hip fire is really good, so on close quarters you can defend easily with that, but do not aim with this gun. The next gun is the 301, the most reliable gun in the game. The single fire is really good, it's amazing, it's really fast, and if you put ambuils on it, it just becomes a melt machine, so you're never wrong picking out 301. And the last gun for long distance or medium distance is the Flatline. The reason why I have it on the 5th place is because it only works with ambuils. The difference between the 301 single fire without ambuils and the Flatline single fire is that the 301 is just easier to control. The Flatline is not as easy, but if you put the ambuils on this one, is insane. I like it as much as a G7 with ambuils, so this is an amazing gun. And of course, on close quarter combat is probably one of the strongest guns in the game. So yeah, you can't just go bad with a Flatline. Now for short distance, before I start with this second list, if you have any issues controlling any of the guns' recoils, I have a tutorial to practice this on the firing range, and if you're interested, I'm gonna leave a link down below so you can check that out. Okay, so the first gun for close quarters is the Bolt, probably the easiest SMG to handle on this game. It's so simple, the recoil pattern is so easy to control that you can even use it for mid-distance, even slightly longer than mid-distance. And the gun is just easy, the iron sights are great, so it's just a no-brainer. The only downside of the Bolt is that finding energy sometimes is kind of hard, but a lot of people run it in rank, so it probably is not going to be an issue. Then is the 99. By far my favorite gun in the game. There is no bigger satisfaction in Apex than one clipping someone with a 9.9. And the only problem with the 99 is that not everyone is great at the recoil, like controlling the recoil. So as I said before, just watch the tutorial and you will become a beast with it. The third gun is the EVA 8, and the reason why I don't have a massive here is that the EVA 8 is an automatic shotgun, just in case you didn't know that. And if you put a shotgun bolt on like level 2 or 3, this gun is a beast, but that's the downside. If you don't have a shotgun bolt, you're just not good with the EVA 8. Then would be the flatline. As I said before, the flatline is insane in close quarter combat. It's just amazing. It would melt everyone, so it's a really good gun. The only problem with a flatline is since it's an assault rifle, it's really hard to move with it. Like your hip fire is gonna be great, but if you're aiming down sights, you're just slower than an SMG or a shotgun. So that's the only downside. And the same for the next gun, the 301. The 301, as I said, is just consistent. It's just a really great overall gun, but have it as a secondary is not the best, just because you're gonna be slower than an SMG or a shotgun when you're aiming down sights. So these are great guns to have as well. You will have no problem using them, but it's better if you have an SMG or a shotgun. And finally, probably one of the guns that is left more in Apex is the Havoc. The only thing is that you have to have a turbocharger for it, but sometimes it's just so impossible to find a turbocharger. But if you for some reason land on a turbocharger, just pick it up. The Havoc is a beast of a gun. It just melts everyone. It's so easy to win fights with it, so that would be the last gun for you to use on close quarters. And that's it, guys. Those are the guns that I use in rank. I try to always keep myself from the top 3 of each side of the list, and I try not to have 2 assault rifles, because as I said, it's not the best to finish people up close. So having a 301 and a flatline is not the best, but I've done it and it's not bad at all either. But it's just something to keep in mind. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. I hope you really enjoyed the video. Just for if you're new to the channel, just know that I also upload at least 2 or 3 times a week gameplay videos. I try to keep them fun instead of just showing that I'm beating everyone, because I'm not that great, to be honest. So if you enjoy these and you want to watch some fun gameplay, subscribe, consider giving it a like, and see you in my next video. Thank you.